Alright, what is going on, everyone? We got Chrisean Rock rages at CPS finally takes Junior from her. Arrest her for endangerment, man. Now, this is crazy, but seems like Chrisean Rock is facing her own battles and people are trying to call CPS on her, things like that, because she's basically been ranting about Blueface crashing out. I think it's because I don't think she has anywhere to live. She's been trying to go back to the Blueface house, live there while Blueface is in prison. She got kicked out of there as well. So I don't know, man. But people are trying to call CPS on her. She's acting crazy as always, going off on Blueface even though he's in prison. And yeah, man, that's that. But let's just dive into the video.
About something else that just found out it's a picture of, bro.
Excuse me, sir, what are you guys arresting her for?
A warrant out of charge.
A warrant out for what?
Sorry?
A warrant for what, sir?
Take the warrant.
Y'all, Chrisean Rock just snapped after CPS stole Junior right from underneath her, and the way that she's raging online is giving total meltdown. But here's the gag. CPS didn't just show up out of the nowhere. They raided her house after this disturbing video leaked of Chrisean literally putting Junior's life in danger. And what they found inside will send chills down your spine. It turns out that CPS has been watching her for months, and just when she left Junior locked in a car in the middle of the nasty heat wave just to argue with Blueface, yes, that was the final straw, and now Junior's gone, and Chrisean, she's looking at charges that might land her right back in jail. The word in the streets is that they found alcohol and some illegal substances around the baby during the raid, as well as some other items that put the baby's life in serious danger. Y'all, CPS didn't come to play because it looks like Chrisean might be going to prison for a long time. Not only did they take Junior away from her, but they also charged her with child endangerment, and things are about to go from bad to worse. The case report from CPS just leaked, so let's break it down. Now, y'all know that Chrisean was in jail last year. She only been out for like 5 minutes, and it looks like she's about to go right back in. And everybody is convinced that Chrisean deserves to lose her child. But does this really have anything to do with CPS's decision to take her child? Well, it turns out that CPS has been keeping a close eye on her this entire time, and they finally made a move a couple of days ago. Word in the streets is that they raided Chrisean's house on suspicion of child endangerment and removed Junior from her custody. Now, y'all know the streets have been saying all sorts of things about how Chrisean isn't the best mom, and according to CPS reports, things are worse than we thought. Now, if y'all thought that Chrisean drinking and smoking in a club while she was pregnant was the worst thing that could have ever happened, you're in for a major shocker. Allegedly, the agents went to the house for an investigation, and what they found was shocking. There are claims that the house wasn't baby-proofed at all, and that dangerous items were everywhere in the house where the baby could have reached them. But it gets worse. Allegedly, there were bottles of alcohol everywhere, all over the house, and some substances that should never be around a child. And it's kind of concerning that Chrisean never cared to clean up, even when she probably knew that CPS was on the lookout. And the streets are saying the situation is much worse than that, because the worst part of it is that the CPS agents questioned her about having those substances around the baby, and she claimed that it didn't matter because the boy couldn't get to them. Y'all, she allegedly told him that Junior can't even walk or crawl, so it didn't matter because he couldn't reach or grab him anyway. Now, this is sad, but she finally confirmed the rumors that Junior has some sort of disability. And as y'all know, people have been saying for a long time that she messed that baby up. Even Blueface's mom, Lisa, said the same thing a while ago in this video that she made on Instagram.
Oh, them motherfuckers drank and smoked while they was pregnant. That's why they're so angry. So who the fuck is angry? You supposed to be angry at a that did this. Not that's the reason why you don't find it to be angry is because you did it. Then y'all want to hop on here talking about I'm talking about my grandbaby. No, I'm talking about the trifling mammy. Now, please don't get me started because I done already repented.
Now, she was always denied the claims, but all of a sudden, she was eager to admit it to CPS and use it as a get-out-of-jail-free card. Y'all, that didn't fly with CPS at all because they saw right through it and then immediately moved Junior from her care. Now, we don't know exactly how long he will be out of her care, but it doesn't look like she's gonna get him back soon. And if losing her son isn't bad enough, there's also reports that CPS opened a child endangerment investigation into her. Y'all know how serious endangerment charges are, so she's in a lot of trouble. But the crazy part is that they don't even have to have a whole lot of digging done because the evidence on social media is more than enough. And I'm not trying to say that Chrisean is horrible, but there are a lot of videos out there that just don't make her look good. And when you add that evidence to the internet and what CPS found in her house, you can see why they're investigating her for endangerment. Now, fans have been calling on CPS for almost 2 years to investigate Chrisean and save the baby, and they haven't done anything until now. So why did they finally make a move? Well, it probably has something to do with how Chrisean almost unalived Junior a couple of days ago. Nobody is saying that she tried to take out her own child on purpose, but it does come across as carelessness or neglect. So let's break it down. She was streaming on Twitch a couple of days ago and she asked a couple of Twitch workers to put Junior in the car because she was on the phone with Blueface. Take a look at it.
I can call you later so you can do what you gotta do.
No, you don't gotta call me later. I just don't want to argue. You can stay on the phone.
I guess you're busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
Huh? I'm not busy at all.
Yeah, I guess
Sad.
you're busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
I'm not.
Not even busy.
Like,
Okay.
babe,
You're busy right now.
I'm not busy.
I gotta
I'm
call
not
you later so
busy.
you can
I'm
do
not
that.
busy. I'm about to put a baby in the car. Is that okay? Do you mind taking him to the car? Thank you.
Do you mind taking them to the car? Thank you.
Y'all, looks like she kept the baby in the car while he cried and she just kept doing her thing and talking to Blueface off camera. You know, the same Blueface who has said time and time again that he does not want her or her child. Well, the Twitch workers tried to make her go get her son, but it seemed like she couldn't be bothered. By the time she eventually decided to go get him, he was already coughing from crying too hard.
Here I go. Here I come, Papa. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. No, I'm going to the dentist. Don't come? Okay. Well, is Jack coming?
Jack's driving.
Y'all act like that. Y'all don't even know what's going on. I'm not putting my child in the camera. Y'all keep saying, attend to my baby. I am attending to my baby. That's why I have certain people here tell me attend to my baby while I'm working. I'm not gonna keep, you know? So, all that, put prayer hands, y'all. Everybody that loves me in the chat.
Now, y'all know that it's summer and it's extra hot outside. We're talking triple digits most places. And everybody knows that when you aren't even supposed to leave your pets in a locked car in the summer without the air conditioning on. But somehow, Chrisean thought it was okay to leave the baby in a locked car while she just dragged it in the middle of summer just so she could talk to her baby daddy in prison. Y'all, this rubbed a lot of fans the wrong way. She was dragged. And it turns out that this was the last straw for CPS because they finally stepped in to take control of the situation. Now, like I said, what was supposed to be a routine welfare checkup blew up to be something way more, and now she might lose custody of Junior. And if she thinks for 1 second that these fans is gonna feel sorry for her over losing her child to CPS, well, she might be wrong on that front because again, fans have been calling CPS to step in and make a move. There have been comments saying stuff like, I'm sick of this bee, her time going to come because she thinks she untouchable and she think her dirty self won't be back in jail. People been calling CPS and more on this dirty hoe. She an evil, toxic little girl. And I pray CPS just take Chrisean Jr. and he gets the family and care he deserves. Ain't no way Chrisean is a real person. So yeah, looks like she might be out here on her own. And the gag is that fans have been calling her out for her behavior over the years and warning her that CPS is going to take the baby from her. She was taking the baby to loud concerts without protective headphones when he was still fresh out the womb, and there was so much more. And Blueface even exposed her for not taking care of herself when she was pregnant. He tweeted, "B smoked a blunt on the way to the hospital. B was finna do a concert smoking before labor. You smoked your way to birth. You don't think I can get the kid for real? I have no intentions to take the baby, but if you're not showing the right signs, I will do what's best." He also said, "My son not healthy because she drank, smoked, and got hit her whole pregnancy. She couldn't even take 1 month off." Now, there have also been claims that she has refused to get her son proper medical attention since he was born. Y'all remember when Blueface revealed that Chrisean refused to get Junior surgery for his hernia when he was a baby, right? He called her irresponsible and threatened to call CPS. But as you know, everybody came for him and dragged him for trying to shame her when she was a new mother. But as crazy as it seems, Blueface seems to be the rational parent here. As it turns out, CPS was right on their claims of child endangerment because not only has Chrisean not been getting Junior medical attention, but she actively prevents other people from taking him to see a doctor. For example, her former friend Janet claimed that she tried to get Junior help from her cousin, who is a specialist in development issues, but Chrisean refused. Janet was more than willing to spill the tea, and she took to social media to do so in this video.
"Janet, why didn't you convince her to help Junior?" "I did. My cousin is a specialist. I did the best I could. My cousin works with autistic children. She works one-on-one with all kinds of children. It don't matter if you're autistic, if you're not, if you're regular children. We offered the help as much as we can. My cousin is literally has her BA in all of this. It's when people are in denial of stuff, it's you can't help people when they're in denial of what's actually going on in reality. I get."
Now, everybody is asking how Chrisean seems determined to always treat her son so horribly. From locking him in the car, to not getting him help, and even leaving alcohol and other hard substances around him in clear reach. And the only surprising thing here was how long it took CPS to get involved. But for someone who claims to have wanted the baby so much, why is she willingly endangering her child? Well, it probably has something to do with how she didn't want the baby at first. I know that's not a pleasant thing to hear about somebody's child, but she has said it out of her own mouth. There's a video going around of her drinking during her pregnancy, and her family and friends tried to stop her from drinking heavily, but she refused, saying she would get rid of the pregnancy whenever she wanted to.
I woke up today knowing I don't want a child no more. I don't want no kid no more. I don't think I want to be a Blueface girlfriend.
Get yourself together.
Where the bottle at?
Oh my gosh.
Drink it.
She asked for another bottle. I'm just gonna get no liquor.
Yes, I can. I can abort the child tomorrow. It won't hurt me.
No,
He should do it because it's cold.
Liquor.
But in another Instagram post, she admitted the only reason she kept the pregnancy was that she felt too far along to get rid of it. She wrote, I'm 20 weeks already, but when I see the face of what's growing inside of me, I had to pray the fear away of being a mommy. It's super overwhelming because this pregnancy was planned, but now we don't see a future with me anymore. We both done things to each other that we lost trust, so I was left with the option termination. I was surprised I'm that far along that it's no turning back from being a mommy. But y'all, it gets even nastier and crazier from here, which brings up the speculation that she had a baby trap Blueface, and now that he is no longer in a relationship with her and he's in jail, she sees no reason to take care of the baby. And that kinda would track, because a couple of years ago she broke down and revealed that Blueface had forced her to get rid of some pregnancies, but he went ahead to have babies with Jaden.
What hurt? Let me tell you what hurt. When you told me get rid of the babies and then have a baby with a not even with. That's what really hurt. Are you listening?
Well, fans are saying that she knew she was losing Blueface to Jaden, which is why she decided to get pregnant on purpose. But fans are now saying that this is the real reason she constantly endangers Junior, because she doesn't need him to get with Blueface anymore. And that made fans extra mad. And they're saying that CPS should have stepped in from day one and taken the baby from the moment he popped out the womb. But it gets worse. After the video of her locking him in a car went viral, even celebs started speaking up, asking CPS to step in. For example, Monique Slaughter said the baby doesn't even have a pediatrician, and I know that for a fact. He hasn't been seen by one in almost a year. There's no father on the birth certificate. He was born in a birthing center, not a hospital. It was up to her to take him to the pediatrician before 12 weeks, and she didn't. Until Blue bled her online about his hernia, he has crew to chat. And she won't take him to a physician because she knows CPS will take him. Y'all, this explains why it took CPS this long to finally step in. Y'all know that doctors, especially pediatricians, are mandatory reporters and they can smell neglect from a mile away. It's wild that she hasn't taken the child to the hospital, and it makes things even more concerning. And everybody knows that kids, especially babies, are always in and out of the hospital. Apart from the regular checkups and doctor visits to make sure they're hitting their milestones, what happens when the baby gets sick? Babies are always picking up sorts of germs, and if they hasn't been seen by a doctor in almost a year, I don't even want to imagine what could be wrong. We're not even going to get into her not taking the baby to a pediatrician for the first 3 months because that's a whole nother mess. And it seems like Monique's comment was what finally drew the attention of CPS, leading to the home visit. Less than a day after her comment went viral, CPS was at Chrisean's door. However, fans are currently split about the CPS decision to take Junior away. For one, we know that he is likely a special needs child. He's almost 2 and can't walk or hold up his head, and there are rumors of him being blind as well. So putting a baby like that in foster care can be kind of tricky, especially because his parents are known for being 2 of the most chaotic people on earth. But some fans think that the baby should have been left with the family. But the thing is, there are reports that nobody really wanted to take him. And usually in cases like this, CPS tries to place the baby with a close family member, but nobody in Chrisean or Blueface's family wanted to take the baby. And this isn't exactly surprising because y'all know that Chrisean and her sister Tasiki aren't exactly on good terms. And when it comes to Blueface's parents, well, let's just say that they're not likely to be much help at all. But y'all remember last year when Chrisean got arrested in court and the baby was with her, right? Blueface's mom and dad were there at the court, but they were fighting because neither one of them wanted to take the baby. So y'all see why CPS had to take the baby into custody, and because nobody seems to want to take him. His dad is in prison and his mom neglects him. It's just a really sad thing all around. And as for Chrisean, well, she needs to get a lawyer on speed dial because CPS is not here to play with her. But do you think that Chrisean really needs to lose her baby over this? Or do you think that CPS is doing too much because she's black and a young mother? Or do you think that Chrisean needs to be under the jail? Drop your thoughts or comments below and then check out this next video.
But yeah, that's the end of the video. Let me know what y'all think about this whole situation, man. Now, this is crazy, but I don't think it officially happened yet. But let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all think Chrisean Rock should, just wait? Do y'all think Chrisean Rock child should be taken away from her? Cause she's been acting crazy still. I mean, you just saw the clip of her crying, going absolutely crazy with the baby in her. At the end of the day, she is human. But at the end of the day, man, like, if you're gonna do this, at least stay off of social media while you're doing it, because doing this all on social media just doesn't make sense, because you're doing it all in the public eye. You're doing it so everyone can see. So at the end of the day, if it does happen, you wouldn't really be surprised, because she's been exposing herself as a mother, man. You know what I mean? And not only that, I'm pretty sure Junior does have like disabilities as well from her smoking and drinking while she was pregnant. So that's a whole nother situation, man. Apparently he won't be able to talk or do certain things when he gets older, which is crazy. And even Blueface knows, Blueface mom knows, like, something's going on with that baby. So at the end of the day, man, let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Chrisean Rock should have her baby taken away from her? Or do y'all think she should just keep the baby, become a better parent, man? Because while she was pregnant, man, nobody can deny it. She was not right, man. She was, drinking, she was smoking, and the baby didn't come out right. Yeah, man, Blueface knows about it, and even Blueface's mother also knows about that whole situation as well, man. And it's just not looking good. The whole situation just not looking good, and only time will tell, man. But yeah, like I said, it didn't officially happen yet. She didn't have her kids taken away from CPS, but that's what's expected to happen. that's what people want to happen, because you know she's living her life all on social media so everyone can see her bad habits and her, you know, bad parenting. So that's just what people want to happen, you know. People are saying call CPS, you know what I mean? But yeah, just gonna end the video here. If you did enjoy the video, subscribe for more content. And yeah, let me know your opinion on this whole situation down below in the comment section. And without further ado, peace out.